This is Fieldsports Channel News. Get your facts straight. That's the message from the regional moorland groups to the RSPB after a series of harassment cases. Entitled A Message to the Board of the RSPB from the people who live and work in the English uplands, it details cases of victimisation against gamekeepers and others that started when the RSPB got its facts wrong about raptor deaths. Among examples, the RSPB said that a peregrine was found shot on Dovestone Moor in the Peak District when the bird was found 6 miles from the shoot. The gamekeeper at Dovestones said he and his family had to stay away from pubs and supermarkets because of the false information. Other keepers report similar problems.
It's not just me, but there's lots and lots of people involved with the countryside. I think the RSPB's agenda is not about looking after birds. It's about making money and persecuting anybody involved in any kind of countryside sports and activities.
Prince William has put out a message of support for Africa's wildlife rangers. In a film on the BBC Earth YouTube channel for his United for Wildlife charity, the Prince explains how rangers risk their lives to stand between poachers and wildlife. Link to the film below. Antis have reported 3 game farms in Wales to the Animal and Plant Health Agency. Members of the anti-hunting organisation Animal Aid contacted APHA and Powys County Council's Trading Standards Department about what it calls legal breaches at 3 game farms in Powys. It put a film on YouTube and claims to have found barren cages and bare skin on the rumps of birds in a breach of the Game Farmers Code of Practice and dead birds on top of cages that go against animal byproducts regulations. The game farms contacted by Nation.Cymru News Service called the report inaccurate, defamatory and raised concerns about activists visiting game farms due to the risk of avian influenza.
Given their track record, the recent allegations made by Animal Aid lack any real credibility. But once again, they've demonstrated that they're quite happy to ignore the biosecurity protocols of the National Avian Influenza Prevention Zone just to further their own agenda. The Game Farmers Association condemns any breach of the Welfare Code, but we'll wait for an APHA investigation or a court of law to decide whether there's actually been any wrongdoing at the heart of this so-called evidence.
It's official. Hertfordshire, Cambridgeshire, Bedfordshire is the worst police firearms licensing department for renewals in the country. A new league table published by the National Police Chiefs Council lists whether individual constabularies are able to complete applications within 4 months. Herts, Beds, Cams firearms licensing is bottom of the list at just over 30%. Next worst is Northumbria at 48%. Showing what well-run firearms licensing departments can do, the best constabularies for efficiency are Lincolnshire and City of London, which tie in top place at 100%. New night vision contact lenses will allow wearers to see in the dark, according to a Chinese university. Without a power source, the lenses use nanoparticles to absorb infrared light and convert it into wavelengths visible to the human eye. They are the invention of scientists at the University of Science and Technology of China. Currently, the contact lenses only allow wearers to see infrared light sources. Researchers are working to increase the nanoparticle sensitivity so they can see a fox across a field. A Norfolk safari park, where we reported that you can eat the animals, has won a tourism award. Watatunga Wildlife Reserve near Kings Lynn picked up the Gold Green Tourism Award for its efforts in sustainable practices. The recognition highlights the commitment of the small business to ecotourism and environmental education. There's a link to our film about the park below. Definitely worth a visit. Ireland is to go through the horrors of a fox hunting ban bill in its parliament. Ruth Coppinger, one of 3 TDs from the People Before Profit Solidarity Party, introduced her animal health and welfare ban on fox hunting bill in the Dáil on the 27th of May 2025. She wants to add a paragraph to the 2013 Animal Health and Welfare Act to specify that fox hunting, snaring, trapping and trail hunting are banned. There's a new row in India over the hunting of wildlife. The Chief Minister of Kerala is the latest high-ranking Indian politician to introduce the topic of hunting as a way of controlling animal populations. Pinayara Vijayan made his comments following back-to-back incidents of human-wildlife conflicts, prompting outrage from anti-hunting organisations which dominate the Indian Wildlife Service. This film shows local reaction to a tiger grabbing and dragging away a youth on a rubber plantation.
Mr. Pinari Vijayan, who is the Chief Minister of Kerala, is now advocating for hunting, which is the best way forward to manage human-wildlife conflict that has afflicted that part of India terribly, with human loss and loss of property.
And finally, Watson Brothers is making a punt gun and is looking for some help. The London maker plans a gun with a 9-foot barrel, a 1.5-inch bore and a stock, not, it says, the cannon types. It's looking for images or examples to use for inspiration. If you can help, please contact Watson Brothers via its website, watsonbrosgunmakers.com, and you can follow the firm on its Facebook page for pictures of the build. You are now up to date with Fieldsports Channel News. Stalking the stories, fishing for facts.